Here on the beach. Just wanted to mention this. This here behind me is the Atlantic Ocean, and it's big. It covers about 20% of the world's surface, and it's still not the biggest ocean we have. It has a symbolic importance, right? Coming from Europe, over there, from the old world, I had to cross this ocean to get here, to the new world. So this will always be important to me. And I had a chance to live next to the ocean for a few years. And I have to say, when you do that, the ocean becomes a huge part of your life. It makes an impact. And then one thing I also know is that anybody who spent time next to the ocean will have that one ocean story. And this is my story. So I have a niece, and her name is Wanda. She lives in London, England. And some years back, I brought her here to Florida to see the ocean. And it made an impact on her. In such a way that later on she went and became a marine scientist. So that's pretty good. And on my personal level, it makes me happy to know that unknowingly, but I did something good for someone. So that's it. That's my story. I'm sure you have yours. So perhaps you can leave it in the comments. Okay, let's see how the water is. Yeah.
I'm trying to direct Jack.
I don't like the plane. No, full four. Like, yeah, like they'll let you shred it.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Yeah.
Have a great day, love. Be set up in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Lots of options. We have a big sign, so we'll put it up and you can see all the flavors.
Okay, perfect. We'll be around.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Are you visiting?
Yeah, we're just here for a few days. Actually, today is our last full day here.
Where are you from?
New York City.
Feels good to be out in the space, I guess.
Oh my God.
Not this heat today.
Well, today's gonna be a bit warm, yeah.
We've
But you
had some beautiful weather though.
right.
Yes.
You got very lucky, I have to say.
Did you catch the sunrise this morning by any chance?
Not this morning, but yesterday.
Okay,
We came
it
out
was
and
beautiful yesterday.
photographed the whole entire thing.
Gorgeous, right? It was,
Fantastic.
yeah.
It really was nice.
Yeah.
It was
That's a
really
good
nice.
one.
Yeah.
Today, yesterday and the day before, I was out at the beach walking, but then today I got here. It was a little bit high, but it stayed beautiful today for a while. So
So do you think I can ask you a question?
sure.
Okay. What's on your mind today?
My mind today, love and hugs.
Yeah,
Filling up the world with,
for sure, yeah.
you know, more
Thank
of
you.
what it needs. You
Okay,
know?
good.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, would you allow me a picture of you?
Sure.
Fantastic.
Sure. Can I hold my books up?
Yeah, I think you should. I think that would be fantastic. Okay, it's very nice.
We do this too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that smile. Perfect.
Awesome. This is, and I'm not telling you to take a picture of it, but this is going to be my new book. I'm
Okay.
working on it now, and I just had to do a mock-up for a friend who needed something, but the cover will look like that. So
I
we're
see.
doing the black and white
Black and white, yeah.
illustrations
I love black and white.
with the,
Oh, nice.
this will be, yeah.
Do you take the pictures as well?
I've taken a couple of them, but the illustrator, this is a young girl who lives in an orphanage in South Africa, as are these two boys. So we're using pictures of real children from around the world.
Right.
These are three brothers who are Chinese, Vietnamese, and Colombian,
mischievous.
maybe. Yes, and mischievous. A little boy from India. So
This is fantastic.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's taking a little bit longer than expected. I decided in June, in the middle of COVID, to do it, but it's exciting.
And then
so.
do you self-publish or?
I had self-published I Love You More to start, and we sold 180,000 copies. I thought we want to be with a publisher. The good thing about going with a publisher is they did get us on the New York Times bestsellers list. It's very hard to do self-published. But it changes so much of the dynamic. You have so little to say. So they put out my next two books, which were I'll Hug You More, and my second book is You Are a Gift to the World,
Oh, this is fantastic.
and the World is a Gift to You.
Nice.
but they printed 17,000 copies of this one,
Uh-huh.
and now they are not, they don't want to reprint it, and I get asked for this one all the
All the
time. So I created a PDF, and
Okay.
if people sign up for my newsletter, they get a free download of this
I see.
until my publisher tells me I have to take it down.
Okay. And so you're in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I live right down the street, like a mile.
I see.
These are, that's like a little bit bigger, but some of the stories are amazing. So, yeah,
You see that?
yeah. So
This is great.
this is a woman who is, you know, they got married, she's pregnant, they're so excited, and they have their pregnancy pictures scheduled. And he gets hit by a drunk driver
Oh.
and killed like
Oh,
2
no.
weeks before their pregnancy pictures.
Oh,
But the photographer had also done their wedding pictures and knew how excited they both were about having a baby. I can't, God was doing it. So she said, Lakeisha, come. I know it's hard for you and you're sad, but come, I have an idea. So, you know, the photographer's idea was wear one of his t-shirts and then, you know, she superimposed him as an
Right.
angel. Well, this is a small copy of my book, I Love You More. I didn't know them. This picture started, they're from Texas, this picture started going viral, and somebody else that I'd never met before that had my book and was a fan from Colorado, she's got children with Down syndrome. She reached out to me and said, have you seen this picture? And I was like, no. And so I reached out to them and the photographer, of course, and when Jalen was born, I sent them signed copies of my books. Now in the new book, this is Jalen
I see.
and the mother's belly with the little,
Oh, wow.
I know.
The story continues.
Yeah, and so and
Yeah.
these two twins have alopecia, identical twins. This one got alopecia, that's what I have. I lost my hair when I was 11.
What is alopecia?
It's called alopecia areata, and it's a autoimmune condition that triggers hair loss.
Hair loss.
Yeah.
Yes, and it can happen at any age, and it can fall out and grow back, or fall out and not grow
I
back.
see.
And sometimes your eyebrows are affected, eyelashes.
If it's okay for me to say, you look great.
Thank
Yeah.
It's
you.
fantastic.
I love it now. I
Yeah.
wore wigs for 19 years trying to be like everybody else. And it was after I had the idea for my first book, and I didn't know that they were I was connected, but all of a sudden I just decided I was going to stop wearing wigs. And I never thought that. We actually had a party at Life nightclub in New York City. And I told my friends, throw me a party, I'm going to stop wearing wigs. I never had the idea to do that. But then I published that book and I started going into schools. And I talked to children about the power of being yourself and how that's what really works best. And I tried for so long, and I thought if I could just find the right wig,
Yeah.
I was going to be
Right,
okay. And then I
right.
was like, you know what? Wonder if I just gave this a shot. And it was like the most freeing, amazing experience. There's actually a book called The Untethered Soul, and he talks about it. And what he said, the word that he used, which was so spot on, was liberated. Like I set myself free. Like I felt this sense
But
of
you look
liberation.
beautiful.
Just
You own it.
acceptance.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
it looks
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
I love it
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah, and then so some of the pictures start like this, and then the illustrator, you know, pulls
Right.
them and makes them in black and white, and then he's painting them. So it's fun that
Fantastic.
we're doing this. So yeah, I'm great. I'm glad that we're connected now on Instagram.
Absolutely. Now we can communicate. Beautiful.
Okay,
Thank you for
great.
your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See you
That's so
again.
nice.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the way back.